How much do you pay your interns?
But it depends on the program that they're part of.
But how much do they get paid?
They don't get paid by the hour. They get paid to come in, say, for a summer or something like that.
What is their hourly rate? Is it below minimum wage?
It isn't an hourly rate. It's a stipend for a period of time that they come in.
But calculated.
But they do fine by many of them would come in and be interns as part of their education. So the stipend for them
is a stipend more than the minimum wage or less?
Yes, it's more.
It's more than the minimum wage. So you paid all of your interns more than minimum wage when they've worked here?
Those who have come here to work for a stipend. Some have come as part of their school program where they get credit for working in an office.
And how much you pay them?
If they come in, if some of them come in and as they say, it's part of their school, they are not getting paid. They're part of their education is to work with us, and we train them in what we do here in government, and they be part of the legislation that we're putting forth. But by and large, we try to encourage them. We try to reach out to those young people who need the stipend so that they can take advantage of what opportunities exist here, whether it's the LBJ Foundation or a scholarship or the Italian American Foundation for different categories have different and we can only have a limited number of interns because we don't have the space.
Fine. Didn't you say that all services were worth at least $5.15, and here there is a service that's being rendered to you personally which you are not compensating at all?
No, I said to you earlier, unless someone decides that they want to volunteer. And you cannot underestimate the volunteer effort.
So if somebody wants to volunteer to work for McDonald's at $4 an hour, is that all right?
No,
or is that illegal? Is that illegal? You would prosecute that person, right?
No, I wouldn't prosecute them, but I don't think that people don't go to work for McDonald's for nothing. They go there because they need to make a living. But if somebody wanted to
make the decision that they were willing to work for McDonald's at $4 an hour, it was in their best interest, that would be illegal, would it not?
No, it's not a question of being illegal.
Would it be illegal or not?
I don't think that McDonald's would want them there. They would be responsible for them. When somebody comes in here to volunteer in our office, we are responsible for them. We must supervise them, we must train them, we must educate them. It is a responsibility that we have.
If McDonald's had a program, but if McDonald's had a program where they had, in order to be a McDonald's employee, you had to be an intern and work without pay for a month, would that be illegal?
I'm not sure. I don't know. McDonald's, is under a separate law called the Kroc law.
Well,
it's a separate law. They're under a separate law. I think all of them are under that law.
Pancake House. It doesn't matter. Any employer that's hiring minimum wage earners, if they had a program where everybody that had to work for a whole month for free as an intern first before they hired them, would that be illegal?
Yes. In my view, it would be. I think they should pay them as they train them.
In your case, you can hire people for free as interns. It's not illegal. What's the difference?
Well,
is it that you're a congresswoman and that they are private enterprise?
No, but if you talk about the Red Cross, if you talk about the Catholic Church, the Methodist Church, the Baptist Church, if you talk about any organizations where people want to make a contribution, whether it's to their country or to their church or whether it's to their community, and they have the right to do that.
Or to their private enterprise, like McDonald's or Burger King or whatever, right?
Well, I think it's an absolutely silly example.
Well,
if I may be so bold,
I
think it's silly. I think it's silly. I don't. It's a waste of time.
Let's see what's silly. Let's see if is it silly the idea that certain services are valued at less than $4.25. In other words, isn't it true?
I think that I think services are valued more than. You
don't value these services that are provided to you at $4.25 because you don't pay them $4.25.
Well, I didn't say I didn't pay them. I say that we reach out to the young people who want to come in here and give them a stipend, and we try to get those young people.
How much is a stipend?
It depends on the length of time that they are here, but it certainly comes up higher than the minimum wage. And let me say this. Anytime we have these young people come in, and we have a great deal of competition among the young people who want to come in, because they want to learn about government, they want to get credit for their, and they want to get credit
some
for
of them
their
you
courses.
hire and you don't pay the minimum wage, right?
No, we do pay the minimum wage.
All of them?
We do pay the minimum wage.
All of them?
We do. There are some people who do not want to have, they want to come and go because they want to be here 1 hour a week. to work on a specific issue. So they may not meet the standards of getting a stipend of a
So
certain
you don't
scholarship.
pay them all minimum wage.
You know
so
what?
those
Let
services,
me do this because I have to go now. I have to go now. I have to go now. I believe.
those services you are not willing to
let me
pay
just say this. And I want to say this directly into the camera.
See,
I have tried to make myself available to the bottom line, Rational Solutions
well, let's get to the bottom line.
And I believe that there is in this country a large body of people who devalue the work of people who work in the system. Some have come to me and said, you'd be surprised what profit we could make if only we had very low wages. I said, no, I wouldn't be surprised.
Congressman, are you giving
I wouldn't
a speech?
be surprised.
I give you a chance to
so I
comment.
have made myself available. I have answered your questions.
No, you have
and now
evaded
I have to go. Now I have to go.
You have evaded the
questions.
questions.
And I think that you came into our office under a false pretense.
No, I think you've evaded the questions that I've asked by making speech about other things. Let me give you what I think is the bottom line.
Please,
let me give you what I think is the bottom line.
Half an hour is up.
You refuse to answer the questions. I just want to tell you what I think is the bottom line.
You really made a mistake. You really made a mistake. You made a mistake.
Why did I make a mistake? What is a mistake?
Because I think that if you wanted to have a discussion about the minimum wage, you would have asked your questions. We would have moved to other aspects of it.
Let's
but
discuss
you asked
it.
one question through it. I don't have any more time. That's it. My time is up.
You think that it would harm you to answer my questions?
This interview is over. Would you please dismantle your cameras?
Excuse me. Do you think it would harm you?
Terry?
Do you think it would harm you to answer my questions?
Terry, will you call the guard because this interview is over? Okay?
You're going to call the guard on us?
No, I'm just telling you, it's over now. You either accept the fact that the interview is over or not. Okay? The interview is over.
You don't want to answer the questions.
No.